Alright guys, the famous 50-50 arm bar. Everyone's been asking me how to do this. A lot of people come to me saying they think they figured it out, but so far everyone's missed the key detail of the 50-50 arm bar. So a lot of it plays into where my legs are, okay? In the 50-50, there's two leg positions we want. Okay, the dominant leg position for sweeping and then the dominant leg position for control of the 50-50 as far as submissions, alright? The offensive position for 50-50, not worrying about the sweeps, is to have your knee turned in, alright? What this does is it allows me to attack foot locks, toe holds, straight ankles, knee bars. It opens up all this opportunity. If I turn out here, this is the sweeping position, alright? This allows me to stop him from coming up. It allows me to sweep him if he's on top. So if he comes on top real fast, come up here, and he's in the top 50-50. If I open my hips out, that's where there's no base over there, so it makes it very easy to sweep him. Boom. And then if I don't want him to sweep me back, I have to beat him on this angle and make sure his knee is torqued like this, or my knee is straight, and I have no bend in my knee. That's how I control top 50-50. Okay. As far as submissions go, though, we need to sort of transform and get into our offensive mode in a different way. So for the arm bar, it's the same thing. I'm attacking the foot. I need to turn my knee out. Okay, turn into my foot lock mode. I get a tight grip on this sleeve. This is very important. Tight grip on the sleeve. I'm turned out here. Now, most of the time, especially now, people expect the 50-50, the arm bar. They're expecting it, so they know they need to defend against it. So they try and curl their elbow into the mat like this to defend it, okay? They're trying to not let me pull the arm out, right? That's fine, okay? If they relax and they just leave the arm hanging, I'm just going to pull it in, not a whole lot of technique to it. I just yank his arm, literally. But if they're defending it, there is a lot of technique to it. And this is why the move still works on people that have finished with it before in competition. They think just by hiding your arm that's going to finish it, but there's a lot more to it than that, okay? If he just relaxes, the arm bar is simple. I bring my foot over to the other side, I yank his arm in here to the actual arm bar position. But if he defends it, there's two defenses people do. They keep their elbow tight to the mat, or they defend it like an actual arm bar and go like this. Both ways are fine. I can deal with both of them. The first one, here, they bring their arm to the mat. All I do is bring my foot inside. Foot inside. Now, by bringing my foot inside, this eliminates this hand from stopping my foot from coming over. If I'm here and I go try and bring this foot over, both hands can keep it there. Okay, so I need to bring this foot inside, eliminate that arm. Bring my foot to the center of his body. From here, now I grab a deep grip in his armpit. Okay, so I can really generate a lot of force for this pull. Okay, now in the same motion as I pull, I need to make sure that this knee is going to end up by his face. Okay, to do that, I use my knee to turn it here, turning that motion. That's why bringing the foot across is important. I have to turn it in. Okay, so the foot chills in the middle for a minute, but the second I get this grip and I start to yank in, even if he keeps his arm bent, it doesn't matter. Now I turn my knee in, okay? Bring this foot to his face. So what happens is they try and resist this. So try and resist this, okay? Like when they try and resist and straighten their leg, it actually turns their body into a rigid structure. If they were just relaxed, it would be a lot harder for me to move him. But because he turns his body into a rigid structure by tensing up and defending, it allows me to move his whole body just by pulling his arm. So just relax for a second, like just completely dead, just limp. If I pull on his arm, his body bends in half, right? And it would take a lot for me to get him here and then get his hips closer to me and then bring his knee up and then finish the arm bar. Whereas which is what everyone does, they tense up now, all your body's tight, his whole body moves to me in one motion. Okay, that's what allows the 50-50 arm bar to work, just based off people's reaction, which is to tense up and resist. But there are ways around that, like I showed with some of the other techniques we've done today. So once my foot is in the middle and he tenses up and resists and is trying to stop me from bringing my leg up, as he tries to stop me from bringing the leg up, it just allows me to get closer with my hips, turning my knee in, coming over the top of the head, and now that's where I have the pressure to finish the arm bar. Okay? So that's the situation where people defend with their elbow to the mat. If I grab his sleeve and then he immediately defends like a regular arm bar, this is even better for me, because now he's really created a rigid structure. Not just his body in itself, but now he's created a hook for me to grab. Alright, so now I don't even have to worry about the sleeve anymore. I can just grab around his arm. Now this is really powerful. Now I can kick through. I let my knee relax at first, and then when I start to pull, I turn it in. here, squeeze my knees together, and now I just attack this like a normal armbar. That's all it is at this point. It just his leg is in. People finish armbars like this all the time. They defend whatever. It's not a big deal. We do whatever attacks we like to do from there to break the grip. And that's all I'm doing at that point. Here, he bends, he defends a normal armbar. Go ahead, like normal armbar defense, yep. From here, all I have to do is get my foot to the center. Once I have my foot at the center, I can reach up, yank his body in. His body's a rigid structure, so it allows me to turn his whole body in one motion just by pulling in one place. I turn my knee in, knees together, finish the armbar.